to head into this second map. We are ready to head to Inferno. It's not new as that little graphic there displayed. This is it. It's the surprise Inferno. It's Big taking on Heroic, and Big looking to avoid embarrassment here as they try and bounce back after a pretty grueling defeat on Vertigo. Whoa.
Heroic versus Big. The bounce back is now. Let's see if they can do it. By they, I'm talking about BIG. Big Clan, Berlin International Gaming. Presence shown over here towards Banana and nowhere else across the entirety of the map. 3 deep, Heroic sit, ready to go. There's a tap by Stom. Perhaps he can find more. They're gonna flash him over. He's not alone. They're gonna realize that here in a second. A second kill for Stom. Can he get a third? No. Taps and NiKo begin to mop up what this mess is at the top of Banana. Smoke in the way. No one's gonna play.
They know Borup's here as well. The flashes went through, so good information for Big. Can they do anything about it, though? Creeping through the smoke. He's hiding on the side. He's going to let them right past and take a shot. 2 for Borup, keeping up his cool as Tabson is dropped by NiKo. Prof put out a good tweet a minute ago about, or with the stats from HLTV of headshot percentage in 2020. Top 30 teams. Borup is number 2. Their only player above him is Twists with 67%. Borup has 63, sorry. Percent headshot ratio. What a crazy gamer. Good stuff from Heroic, finding a pistol win. That's not going to be the news the Big wanted, though.
Yeah, they're going to come in with a force buy and not really much behind it in an absence of a bomb plant. NiKo is not content with waiting around, and so here he is, only good for 1.5. As Antares just about stays alive. Keto tucked in here at the banana, but Stown looking to check it. The flash is good, though, and that's going to allow Keto to swing on out. Some of that Sprout synergy between him and Searson as they set each other up down towards the banana.
Once upon a time, Harry. Once upon a time. Cadian's got some guests at Hotel Del Arch. He's going to actually ask them to leave promptly upon arrival. It's a 3K there for Cadian. Now Keto will give us a tour of the apartments, starting with the top vault mid and working his way backwards.
He might be back to spawn in a minute. Borup's push down B. Keto with his back turned. Oh, yeah.
Oh, dear.
Lovely stuff.
So it begins.
Round 2, of course.
Oh, dear.
And that's a money-making move as well. He could drop the AWP to Cadian in round 3. Why not, I say.
We're only going to be up against pistols here, so you know, it's one of those things you got to weigh up. But like, this is what we mean, right? With Heroic being, you know, like lights out at the minute, it makes it very, very hard to know what you're coming into and what you're up against. And yeah, you might get knifed a few times. And now there's some mid-aggression coming in from Stown. He's only got Glocks to go up against him. Now Zantares might be able to swing on out down from the lower tunnel, but it doesn't matter because the rest of his team have been deleted, and that leaves Keto on with this Deeg. Not for long either. That there is the 3rd for Heroic. Now, the big question on my mind is, are they going to run the bonus round here? Because they've already got lots of money. So, you know, running that could be seen as greedy. At the same time, you know, you've looked great. You got lots of cash. Hell, why not make more? Everyone loves more money.
The rich
right?
get richer. You got to have money to make money.
Scared money, don't make money.
Exactly. And so the AWP with the bonus round, you do love that. Dropped over. Big Borup with the Oolat. He's got his cap backwards. This guy's cool.
Yes, the benchmark of cool brought to you by Hugo B. Byron. His book is out now. You can take a look at it. How to be cool for dummies.
Yeah, I'm only halfway through reading it.
And writing it, too. But congratulations on your big autobiography.
Autobiography now.
Yeah.
As it writes itself.
Exactly.
I drive stick, actually. But right now,
Whoa.
they're going through the speedway. They're going into the B-bomb site. That's probably the right call. Stoun's here with a solo AWP. Not for long. Joined by his comrades.
Are they in his crosshair, though?
Maybe in a second. Oh,
That's
chunky nade.
Yeah, it's a meaty one right there. Zonterra's on 46. They're going to have to go for this hit regardless. Stan with just a split second to make the shot and barely does miss. He's going to reposition. He's lined himself up for a free kill on a Searson.
Oh, and Borup just runs through the smoke. Not even a flash to get him there. And he's in with one for it. Now, it does get traded, but it's still a 2-on-4 for Big. And that bomb plant looking to come in. Keto almost nailed through the smoke. Tizian has aggressed through this smoke in the B site, and that leaves him in CT. He needed a double there to leave Keto in a good spot, because now 1v3 all alone at the back of the site. Nade from Cadian finds a good bit of damage. The AWP picked up as well, and there's Cadian with it. They keep the double AWP here on this side of Heroic as they lock in a 4th round. That's going to be interesting look into the future, seeing how that develops. But they're able to split these now between both bomb sites. And you think about the context of that round there, it was an AWP, 2 rifle, 2 SMG bonus round from Heroic. Not only do they win it, but I was going to say they get the AWP upgrade, and that still looks to be the case, yeah. But they've actually moved forward with just one, trading one of them out at the end of the round. So, yeah, I thought they had 2, but I've been proven wrong. And I think that's understandable. You know, you're not going to be up against the most formidable of buys here. I think as well, you don't want to hamstring yourself in any of those retakes by moving straight into a double AWP. That's something you can keep up your sleeve for later. Cadian waiting for some mid-aggression, and he gets given it onto Searson. Heroic just leaping and bounding their way through the start to this map.
Certainly a worrying start, right, for Heroic, or for Big, rather. Not expecting anything near the same of Vertigo in terms of scoreline, but this is already flawless, and it only looks to continue with Big on double Galil, double Deeg. Down on this A site, I like the bait as well. Tess is hiding behind Cadian. Surely there's not 2 players in the same spot. Surely, Big say to themselves. We're about to find out. NiKo hiding in the pit. Cadian with a shot. Not dropping off just yet. They've already wrapped into it. The pit player needs to help, and NiKo will swing with one. Tessis pops out from behind, and Cadian cleans up the round. It's Heroic with a 5th 3 for Cadian. Lovely stuff.
Look at that smile. Look at that Stown. Nading mid. Only a molly to deny the aggression, and Big, they smoke it off, but they don't go through. Borup tries to run the gauntlet down through Banana and will get traded favorably by the rest of Heroic. Searson, luckily enough, is there to put it back into a 3-on-3. And now that they've seen all this B aggression, they might try and lean into an A play, anticipating that this site is a little more barren than perhaps it actually is. Holding close in the apartments is Stown, and he's got 2 turtles crawling his way. Will he be able to deal with them? There's one. Stown, no Mario today. One gets by. Cadian, now inside of top mid with this AWP. Could disrupt this entire game plan as Searson hops down the hay bales, missed shot from Cadian, and now they know he's here short side. That's going to be Zentara's responsibility from the pit. Tessez pushing through the moto smoke, and Searson, he should be good for this one. Especially if he just gets peek dry. Oh, he saw the barrel and the shadow. He knows that Tessez is here, but he gets dinked on the peak, and there's Cadian to lock in the round. Once again, coming down pretty tightly, but still locked in for Heroic as they go 6-0.
Yeah, and it's Searson that keeps that round even close. If they, if they don't grab 2 kills there on the back of Banana after the aggression, probably still fighting for the bomb site at that point. Cadian with the cleanup. Pretty easy too, all things considered. NiKo, he's happy about it.
why wouldn't you be? Keep in mind, winner of this going to take on NaVi in that upper bracket matchup. Winner of that going to the grand final. Clean as you like it. Not far away are Heroic, and they've already featured in a final just weeks ago. Back at Cologne. Right here, in fact. Deepaps, Molly, NiKo and Katie in double setup in it. I might give him away.
They can't even consider in this now as Antares trying to watch it. Tizian is down in the boiler, so he will be there to get the trade. But there's still a too long setup, one in the apps as well. And they go running into this stack, tempted in after getting the first kill. But no one's checked for him, but Keto with the flick while blind Searson has killed Keto. It's turned to chaos over at long, with friends turning enemies. But no enemies turning friends yet. Tess says we'll give up CT control, and that's going to open up a B wrap for the big boys. Stown here, the only defender at B, and he spots the first, lets him cross by, not able to deal with Searson, and so now having to erect this default defense single-handedly.
Walk the smoke.
Pushes through, gives up the site, and that's a very, very smart move from Stown right now. Sets up his teammates for what was a 3-on-2 retake. Does bite the dust, but Tess says trades it. And so it's Tabson all alone. Cadian, he's so calm in these like end-of-round scenarios when you need to get the most mileage out of this guy. It seems like he's ready to deliver it. 7 for Heroic. Another round closed out by Cadian. And this scoreline, it just keeps getting more and more dominant.
I bet their comms are so calm, man. Everyone seems so much on the same page. Heroic are definitely a team to look out for right now. If Cologne win wasn't enough, they are proving it here in the Pro League as well. 7-0.
These young guns, and by young guns, you know, obviously there is some veterancy in the squad with Cadian, but the young guns are just leading the way. These guys are hitting shots nonstop. And that's something to be admired.
Yeah, the combination of old and new is always nice, right? We look to like a team like mousesports, where you've got Carrigan and Chris, like veterans of the scene, been around the block and back. And then you throw in Frozen, Rops, and even BMAS. So many new players. I mean, Rops no longer, right? And Frozen's been here for some time, but yeah, it's just crazy. Synergy of Heroic is really good right now. I love that smoke push from Stown. The problem was big Reddit, right? They cleared the site and they go, well, he's not here. He has to have pushed the smoke. Still sets him up for the retake. Stown has pushed all the way down mid. NiKo's clearing ult with a kill onto Searson. They are close though, and he's going to react strong with 2. Stown does kill Taps and push down the bottom of B, and Cadian posts up waiting for the apps drop. Now they can get out and dodge him, but they can't dodge Tess as he's coming from the long side. Flashes won't do a thing, and Keto can't hit the shots. It's Heroic up to 8. Not again, boys. It's happening.
It could very well be, man. Could very well be. CT side really working wonders here for Heroic. I mean, since this is basically a lull overall, maybe I tell you where to go ahead and join us in the fan cams. ESL.gg/fancam. Head over there so we can see your rather pretty face. Or maybe ugly face. We'll find out. Just got to find our way to the fan cams. Passes up high. We're looking at no B aggression, no banana control from the side of Heroic. They're going to turtle up into the site.
Triple short setup. Big have been going long pretty consistently on these A hits, and so Heroic trying to read into things, trying to play one step ahead. Fortunately for them, it is a B play, and seems like Cadian's already realized things have gone quiet on the A site. Long utility coming through, the fake smokes, but it's only one person throwing util, and so Heroic should be able to realize that this is likely a B play. Flash gives it away, Borit blind, drops off, they hear him. If he stayed up there, they never would have known. Stown here in the site, trying to hold strong on his own. Cadian double back on that rotate, so he is not here in time, and Stown doesn't realize how deep they've gotten. Tabson creeps up on him in the site. Bomb plant allowed, smoke spam is good, and Big might finally be breaking the curse.
Taking them long enough. Now NiKo and Testis need to solve the problem. Mathematic equation. Take an awful lot by NiKo right here. He's going to start off with killing Tassim with an M4. Brings himself down to 62. Has the flash. Elects to throw it. With the kid on his back, he's got a little bit of room to work with, but they're not going to give him any wiggle room. Now he's just kind of trapped, right? Like, he can make a run for it, he can make a break for it.
Ooh. Yeah, but Big need the money a lot more than Heroic do. And so, honestly, you know, losing that many players once you get into the site, not as like all-encompassing a victory as you were hoping for Big. Now, you know, they're still able to buy here, no problem. They win the round, right? So they've earned that much. But they don't build up much of a buffer, only keeping 2 alive. They actually lose out on some money at the end of that round with all the rebuys they're going to have to go through. Meanwhile, Heroic, you know, they've been good in terms of the money. They're still pretty good. Like, Borup and NiKo are very, very poor now as a result of having to go for these reinvestments. But with all the money banked up on Cadian, Tessez, and Stown, you're still good. And so now these... Oh, it's a little ugly, almost the collateral for Cadian. Does pull it back into a 4-on-4. And while all this B aggression is coming in, the rest of Big are setting up outside of the A site in the apartments. Now, no one from Heroic is actually inside of the site. They're playing this bait and switch setup over towards long. And so the moment a Moto Smoke falls in now, which was thrown by Keto, it leaves Tessez to have to hold down this site solo, and he just gets swept aside. Ooh, that's pretty. NiKo bringing it back into a 3-on-3. Cadian ready to run around this corner, but Searson is scoped up with the AWP, and they don't want to give this kill over. Bomb now down, and a 3-on-3 retake. It's not going to be easy. However, NiKo landing shots like this, maybe it could be. He's put it back in the advantage of Heroic. Now looking to get stuck in again. There is going to be this short smoke, but he's boosted Cadian up and over to look into the pit. You are not ready for that. Oh. How doesn't that connect? tabseN, lucky to be alive.
They got mollies, though. They can throw them into the pit and force him out. tabseN doesn't care, swings out, takes the fight. The bomb needs to be tapped now. NiKo does get another, and he trades out the final one. 4 kills, and, oh, it's close. I don't think he's got it. Ah, really nice try for NiKo. All the kills coming through.
Doesn't get much closer than that.
No.
Just 1 tick away.
Damn, dude, this is one hell of a showing for Heroic. Even though Big get the round, right, only just by the skin of their teeth. You take it if you're Big. You don't exactly take a lot of money with you. Enough for the buy and some spare change. But if Big actually want to make this map happen, this series happen, they've got to get cleaner rounds than that. Oh, okay, cool. Didn't even see to see it.
That was cool.
Yeah, pitch really changes in slow-mo.
And so this is where we either see Big get back into this and, you know, be able to salvage this half, or as a result of 2 players surviving in the first round that they win and then none surviving in the second that they win, their money gets broken. So this is like a real turning point in this game. Either Heroic just keeps soaring ahead and really then should just go on for a very, very strong half if they pick it up, or Big break their money finally and start to get some freebie rounds. So let's see how this one kind of pans out. If Big do want to get back into this series, this one is a must win. Taking top banana again. Borup setting up a flashbang to try and flash down in for a repeat. Maybe on the back of Cadian making contact. And I do like that idea, because as Big will be freaking out about the presence of this AWP in CT, that's when the uppercut will come through. There's the flash, and Stown only good for 1. A lot of damage onto tabseN, but not the kill. So a 4-on-4 right away.
Borup has a nade. If he throws it over the wall right now, he would have. He still can get that kill to tabseN. And he hits him. Not enough, though. tabseN just moved to the sandbags. Maybe a few seconds earlier, and that would have been a kill back in the favor of Heroic. Big, do they still want B? They've got the smokes for it, and really, that's all they've got the smokes for, right? You can't do a whole lot with this kind of utility towards the A site. So it might just be a bit of a fake. Util going into B, contact play on A, 2 here. Do they draw NiKo's rotation? That's what they hope to do. Util going in, re-smoke for Heroic at the 25-second mark. NiKo doesn't even rotate. He considers it, but he won't commit. And that's the right call for Heroic. Tess is waiting in the apartments, could put the knife in the back as they come up short side. Big just need to make some noise.
Yeah, any sound indication here? might just be that calling. Yeah, there we go. They've gone loud. They're going to get the bomb planted, too. Well, I say that.
Oh, that's the round.
That's it. Yeah, NiKo stops the bomb plant of Tapson.
Yeah, Heroic. They had enough util to hold off the B play that fake didn't do a thing. NiKo not only not rotating, then even if he had, Tessus was in the perfect position to stall things out for a post plant. Probably could have killed the bomb planter as he got off as well, as he was stuck in the open site. Weird bomb plant position too. Could have gone to like the back left corner and been covered from both long and short. Safe plant, but...
The very ugly thing as well about having the save force there is that now your hands are tied and you've got to invest, but look at what they've invested in. Outside of what was saved, they've got one AK and then some deagles, and not even really any utility. So any extravagant fakes are out the window. Stown could give away a kill here, and is getting wrapped through alt mid. Gets away with a double. I didn't even realize he got Zintares. CSGO is able to trade it into a 3-on-3, but that is an impressive start from Stown in a position that really he should have only got one in. Tessez now holding for the cross, but CSGO quick with the big green. Now, this A site called under question. Cadian is... I didn't like that. Cadian, there's one, jumping around inside of the site, but the re-peek in from Tizian gets it all back under control, if that's what you want to call it, for the big side as they put 3 on the board.
Mental.
Calculated, Harry.
Yeah, man, yeah, I could see it. You could see it. Not much to say about that one there. Look at this, like...
This kind of does hurt to watch, I'm not going to lie.
Last bullet as well. Borup.
Look at him. Just like...
Borup was just like trying to waste all the ammo.
How big is his mouse pad?
How's he done that?
Fair enough to Borup. I respect it, but...
There was an attempt.
Yeah, there was an attempt. This is a weird game. Heroic gonna eco, but they've got like Tess is on 14. Everyone else has a little bit more, so that's the reason they go for it. They don't want to give big 6, which buying up here very likely could, right? So 1 eco and then back in with the buy, but 4 on the cards for the Germans going in through the apartments into the 5-man A stack. But again, it shouldn't get out of control. Going to USPs. There's one down already. Clear in the corner. Everyone blind and everyone dead. It's all fine for big. And the switch as you get peeked. We've all been there.
Hugo, it's that time.
What time?
It's time to choose.
Choose what?
Well, we're going to give you a second go at your prediction here because, well, Big have shown a little bit of a fight, but Heroic putting up 9 on the CT side of Inferno, it's not bad.
I ain't changing a thing, Trace. I picked Heroic.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Oh!
Maybe pose that question to Harry. Although, yeah, this is fine. This isn't out of control for Big, right? They could win this round, break Heroic's money, find 6, decent T-side. Nothing to be ashamed of there. But let's see if they can get to that point, because this boost is quite unorthodox. Sisson posts up for it. Cadian flicks and sets up an apartment. Oh, obliterated.
Man.
Decimated. It's Tizian with a trade. Tessus grabs a gun and gets out of there alive.
Yeah, ain't no leaving that AWP. An exchange of grenades over here in the apartments. And, well, that's reported. So.
Oh my goodness.
Reported, dude.
Any more? Come on, Tessez. Hit us with a wallbang we didn't even know existed. Zintares thinks that he's safe, but maybe he ain't.
And I love the way that Heroic choose not to take fights without some form of utility being used, like a flash right there, or maybe even a teammate around. They've got themselves a little bit of a problem here. A can of worms is open, and that is in the form of CT spawn. Being vulnerable. There's the bomb for Stan. And there's the round for Heroic, 10-4. Having some flashbacks here. It's feeling a little bit like Vertigo.
That flick from Cadian, and then that, whatever that is.
That's not only a report, but definitely a nomination for the Mountain Dew Game Fuel Power Play, if I had to guess.
Can't go wrong. There's probably quite a few in there right now for Heroic. They've had some star-studded moments. Although how many rounds are left of this series is the question in mind. You big want to long it out, back to B, smoke on the molly. They're going fast. Keto leading the charge. He's already up past the HE, so won't do no damage from the grenades, but the re-smoke is in and the doors are closed for Big. They've at least forced a good amount of utility out off of this play and actually taken no damage from it. So pretty successful for Big. And they leave B with a triple setup there for Heroic. This is a good call. Back to the A site. Only 2 players here to stop him.
Oh, Tessez with the Org, delivering the opener. Down in the pits, NiKo gonna have to step up here, but he's only good for 1 as they double drop onto him. It's a 3-on-3 with CSGO holding this rotate. And he's gonna make quick work of Stown. Now that bomb going down for Big as they try and get 5. Oh, all right, Kadia. Well, there's the response from Tabson. And this is gonna leave it all on Borup, who does catch the timing onto CSGO. He's so damn quick, is Borup. He's going to have to go even faster than that now in this 1v2. Moving in, Tabson up on top of the site. They swing together and they catch him out in the open. So it's 5 for Big at the end of the first half. Heroic putting up a valiant performance here. And both teams now starting to heat up a little bit. Find out who takes Inferno in just a moment. Don't you go anywhere.
In the field, realized I could make it. Sacrificed all my time towards greatness. Been alone in the dark, isolated. And my dreaming isn't real, what separates me. I never know it's coming my way, yeah. Cold out of stone, stay out of my lane, yeah. Leave me alone, this is my moment. Finally found what lights up my fire. When I'm taking it home, I'm stepping it up to another level. Time moving faster than ever before. They don't really know about honesty, but they don't really grow. Honestly, I cannot be stuck constantly. Consciously is a part of me. I never know it's coming my way. Yeah, cold out of stone, stay out of my lane. Yeah, leave me alone. This is my moment. Finally found what lights up my fire.
Are heroic as they put up so many rounds in this first half of play. Meanwhile, Big are troubled. They are bouncing around the map looking for an answer here and there, and not always is it working out. The man on your screen, Cadian and company, are certainly making it difficult for them. Welcome back, everybody, to the ESL Pro League Season 12 playoffs. Still in the upper bracket.
That's a lot of grenades. Keto buys the Julies and gives them to Searson with armor. 3 HEs here.
That's a hero's sacrifice right there from Keto. Well, let's see. Searson, dual Berettas, a sentence you never thought you'd hear together. But here it is. And this 4-man stack now leaving this aggro mid setup, waiting for a push that right now is not arriving. There is this attempt at the banana control, and this is where it's very, very important that old mate tabseN does not just die immediately on this initial peak, because if he does, that B site gets called into question, and even that one P250 shot has made Centaurus be like, maybe it's B, but it ain't, and so they're going to keep 4 here. I want to see these dualies. I want to see him do something. Please.
They're in apps right now. They're a bit stuck. Out on a limb. Motor smoke in. Heroic. Will they go for a B split here? Because they have 4 up mid, but they also have a B player. Tizian push back. That grenade could do good damage, and it does. Devastating effect. Tizian with 2. The taps are in, and he might have a third, but NiKo jumps at him. Now it's just down to tabseN getting wrapped, getting pushed from B. Cadian gone on that rotate. Big pull back into A, but now they've realized where the bomb is going. tabseN just trying to stay alive, stall the clock. Bomb does not get dropped, and NiKo can plant, covered by Stown, and this one could still get hairy.
Yeah, they're not even planting yet. That was almost a team kill.
Interesting idea there at the end of the round.
USPs,
so,
risk.
Yeah, they wanted to just take the fights, and I kind of like the idea, honestly, right? Because you're worried that if you try and plant the bomb, maybe they just kill Stown or they rush the planter. It did all kind of hinge on NiKo not being like, get down, Mr. President, and running in front of the bullets. But hey, you'll take it if you're big. You need anything you can get your hands on at this point. And to be fair, some really, really nice shots from Tizian to open that round up, who has been the kind of knight in shining armor thus far for the big squad.
Heroic forcing, right? They've got the confidence, they've got the lead, and they're only up against SMGs, with the exception of Xantares down in the pit. 2 in B, but tabseN's so far away, he's lining up a nade if they get into the site. He'll probably just be immediately smoked off. So boy, oh boy, is Keto going to have to hold strong, because otherwise it's a retake setup with no kit in this round. It's a weird setup considering there's no defuse, but we'll find out how it goes. No smoke down, they fight towards a spawn. The read was there from tabseN, but the flash was good, and he couldn't get away with a kill. Keto still standing, but not for long. They're wrapping him. Searson with a double in through CT as he runs at him. Bomb dropped, picked back up by Heroic. This time the bomb plant is the key, not the fights. And maybe they have a chance after all.
Ooh. Molly's going to delay the push in through the ruins, but they know where NiKo is. He is trapped here, fighting till his last breath. Cadian here, now into the 1v1. And we have so often looked to Cadian to close these rounds out. Tizian trying to rush him down. And there's the spray for Tizian. He narrowly gets away with the kill. Defuse going to come in, and there is time for it, even without the kit. It's 7 on the board for big.
I like Cadian second-guessed himself there, right? He turned around, looked like he wanted to jump and hide behind the wood, but then realizing, like, you're just going to get spammed. Probably pre-fired anyway. He'd just been spotted on the corner. If he didn't turn, maybe he would have been a little more ready for the fight. Who knows? Yeah, just last-second flick back, not sure. Bit of a weird one for Heroic, but not the end of the world. However, it could buy big time back into this game, and that's what they desperately need on this CT side.
Big time.
Nice. Heroic, though, they don't want to wait around, Trace.
No. There's no real reason to. Searson with an AWP in middle, as is the rest of Heroic, who are coming up alt mid very fast. Big nades from the big side. Tizian stands in Molotov. It's like Heroic want these fights. They want big to give them to them. You're on the T side now, Holmes.
Yeah, big have constantly been like weak on this B site in terms of numbers, right? But it's yet to really punish them. Heroic went into the A play on the pistol. tabseN Did get overwhelmed with his deep CT presence in the previous. And now only 1 on B. tabseN's already coming in to help k1to out. It's not a commitment. Heroic just retake the top of B to instill fear in the minds of Big. And they've done that at least, keeping things more standard in the defense. Orb still in library. Heroic lining up in middle, getting ready to commit.
CSGO is creeping towards long with this orb and might be here in time to take a peek in through the middle, but a missed shot gives over that opening kill to Heroic. Now with long control going their way, Tizian in. Oh, that was close. Cadian won't know it, but that was close. They even now know that the Xantares is down here in the pit. Tizian having to run through that smoke, but can't find anything from it other than that little glancing blow onto Borup. And so for k1to, just going to have to save here in a 1v4. 11 on the board for Heroic. Their first, though, since moving in to this second half of play. Delayed a little bit thanks to those investments early on. And that's the thing, right? With that second round of the half coming down to a 1v1, it's left Big with no money. So it's like 1 victory for Heroic, and then that's it. It's onto a partial investment at best. I mean, I say partial, you're going to have PT50s. You've only got, what, 2 save loss bonus. So that's like 2,400 coming your way. It's going to leave you pretty poor. k1to might not even survive with the M4 with so many players literally next door to him. But Heroic are playing for their monetary gains as opposed to trying to strip much away from Big. And that's understandable. Also, why'd I say they were getting 2,400? I have no idea. That was the first round they've lost here. So they're only getting 1,400. They are dirt poor over on the Big side.
Roll. Jaggy.
Still sounds like Bubbles, man. You just
Damn it.
default to it every time.
But I mean, they do sound similar. This tactical timeout coming in for the side of Big. What are they saying? What are they discussing? What do you think they're saying or discussing? Let us know. Hashtag ESL Pro League, or just type it in the chat where it will ultimately just disappear as fast as you wrote it.
It's kind of awful because for Big, they're looking down the barrel of a double eco anyway. And so they're probably going to have to force buy. And it's like at that point, like realistically, it can be 13-7 before you're coming in with that next full investment. And that ain't great. The only man who doesn't force is CSGO, and that's because we know how much this man favors the AWP. I think he's like 2.8k on AWP kills to 100 on AK and M4. Really? It's something ludicrous, or like 1.8k. It's some very big number. I'm going to double check that.
And while you're doing that, we'll focus our attention on Heroic, try and take banana control.
54% of his kills are AWP. 13,751 to the AK, which is just under 3k. That's unreal.
You say it like that, Hugo.
Yeah, in 2020, he's 2,600 on the AWP and 103 in AK and M4.
103. How? I've had more kills like this week in MM games. And I'm not even good.
Yeah, but man, this is just someone who plays around having the big green gun. And hey, man, he's an AWPer, so we'll let him get away with it.
Yeah, he's damn good.
You know, if he was the lead rifler of the team, then maybe we'd have a bit more to say, wouldn't we? But no, I think he's all well and good.
Benefit of like using SMGs as well, right? You're going to make money off of that. Build up the cash. Back to middle for Heroic. They've got a player at top B, NiKo waiting for re-aggression. Flash out on long, tap some of the dig. Been spotted or posted for Cadian. Heroic have been given that mid-control at a bare minimum. They're walking again into one of these 4-man A setups with 20 seconds. It could get dicey. They need the kills, and they need them now. Xantares boosted, almost with a double. Cadian saves him on the no-scope, and CSGO drops the AWP. Will he drop the bomb? It's the tap for CSGO. Can he stand this test of time? No. And now it's all on k1to, a long way away. Almost the block for the bomb plant, but NiKo gets it down in time.
It's enough to make you nervous, even though you know they've got the time to plant. Now for k1to fight on from library. Attention has been tuned in. Molotov's going to stop his advance. He's still looking pretty eager to get into that bomb site, though, so I wouldn't write this one off just yet. And as I say that, he thinks better of it.
And no kit, no util, doesn't even know where the second player was. He was looking at default, but NiKo was in the site. Orb gets saved, and Heroic here the rotate, so they just back up into the pit and survive. Another round for them, building into this T-half as well. Uh-oh.
This was nice. This second shot. Oh, Stown gets deleted. But this is that double eco we were talking about for Big. And it's never pretty. This is where that reality of that 13-7 before your next buy really rings out in the minds of Big fans around the world. Nice little Molotov to deny a short push. And if there was anyone short, they'd be trapped there right now by the Molotov. They boosted Keto. Keep an eye on top banana. And the bomb is here with everyone else outside of this A bomb site. And they do go peeking into Keto. KD invests him against that trade at least. Now, an M4 and an AK dropped over towards B. I feel like if you're Searson and you're Tabson here, you just save them and you just say to these pistol players, well, good luck. May the odds forever be in your favor and all that, but
We out.
They will start to rotate back in, and that's the thing, right? They've got an investment coming anyway. So instead, just throwing everything into this A bomb site.
Not the AK, though. They didn't reaggress.
Oh, yeah. Admittedly, right? They still didn't know that it wasn't a B play. Maybe that's something they can go back and get, depending on the success found or lack thereof it inside of the A site. All kind of hinges on what this is like. Okay.
Cool. Just didn't react. Assumed he was going to get repeat from the site. Was hoping his teammate would help him out while they do take down Tabs. And Searson still sits here, not for long. The gun gone, and Xantara is overwhelmed in the site by the jumping tech. And yeah, that's just Big, like trying to get as much as they can from the round, right? You said it yourself, they're buying here anyway. Would have been nice to have a bit of extra money off of a saved gun, allow for that full util, but not the end of the world. Nice boost, cool idea. Cadian trades though, something Heroic have been so good at getting away with, never letting kills go untraded. 13-7. Yorp's out on Searson. That save with the $1,400. Well, now it's finally kicked up a notch, a couple. And let's see what he can do with it.
Yeah, now's the time to shine for Big. 13 for Heroic. Well, that number's not going backwards anytime soon. Maybe even ever. Not entirely sure, but grenades flying down banana per usual. Has turned Heroic's attentions up here towards top middle, and meanwhile, they've got a pretty decent spread across the entirety of the map so far.
Yeah, they send 3 up B just to pepper it in utility. Keep this double stack here for as long as they can. They've even got fake smokes that could go in from Stown and Tesses, but instead, they'll peel back for now, leaving Stown to hold banana solo. Now, last time we saw Heroic in this setup, they actually wrapped CT to B, if you remember. So I would love to see them go back to a long take here, because then that at least has that option open, right? If you do want to commit to A, based on what you see, based on what Stown sees outside of the B site, then you very much can. And that looks to be the decision with that moto smoke going on in. They actually now wrap short side instead. And that's forced all 3 of these players into the site for Big, and that might be to the dismay of Heroic. NiKo in with one through the apartments, but it's going to be Tabson and Tizian attempting to trade this one out and keep it in favor of Big. Tizian, they've lost him in the smoke.
No time.
Oh.
It's just, yeah, there's surely not enough time to get the bomb down. They get a bunch of kills at the end of the round. But it is an 8th on the board for Big.
No one even went for it. Like, Stown could have tried to grab the bomb. Katie, they killed Tizian, who, don't get me wrong, like, does a great job of stalling things out. But there was a world where, like, they killed him at 6 seconds. Stown could have grabbed it and given it a go. But, like, Heroic just kind of freeze There's a lot going on there, and a smoke down, and the bomb in a weird spot, clipped on by the edge of the ledge. But look, they get this kill here. And yeah, actually, I say that Stan was further than I thought. So yeah, really no time, realistic. He's holding on for kills, hoping he can get anything in that round. Nothing he could have done. But yeah, very good stall for Tizian, hiding in the smoke, wins big that round and keeps them in this game.
Plus, there's the whole idea of fog of war right there, right? You said it yourself. There's a lot of chaos. That's exactly right. Speaking of which, we're back to the chaos right here at the top of Banana. Another purchase up here for her. Oh, and a double nade for Tapson. Borup and Stan are going to have to wait till the next round. Keto tucks in at the sandbags, and well, this B rush has gone horribly wrong so far. Perhaps it can be turned around on the back of Cadian's AWP. That's a kill they need, and they find it.
They go through the smoke. Tapson turns from the flash from Cadian, and that just gives them the fight. Or posted up in the retake as well, in the post plant rather. It's going to be a difficult one for Big to get back in. No kit currently. I don't see any dropped.
And the weapon rate, well, they do have that molly. Flashes of smoke.
Maybe even smoking CT to let Tizian get out of this position could be good, but he's throwing a flash and he's running into the orb. The expectation not there for Big, and they're going to give it up. Zentara's running away, and Heroic up to 14. They instantly respond after a bit of a messy round on that A site with a fast B take. And even with that double spray for Keto with a nade finish from Tapson, it's still Heroic to come out top.
That was the cool camera angle. Yeah, man, no, like, it's a real shame as well, because that's a very, very nice start to the round with the double nade from Tapson. You're thinking, like, dearie me, this could all fall apart, but then NiKo and Cadian come in with a huge round between the two of them. Monumental to put another on the board for Heroic. And now, like, you know, honest truth, they're teed up to win this series. There's no money left for Big. Once again, that harsh CT economy coming back to haunt the Big squad. Zentares, the only man with anything in this round, like literally anything, and he's dropped right away.
So blind.
Well, that's all right. And okay, right. Did no one find that suspicious? It's a very, very big smoke. That's what they're thinking, yeah. And now Tessez is in CT, and they don't know, but on the flip side of that, also Big are now pushing down through mid. Now Cadian is watching it. He's got a big brain on his shoulders, and he will deal with Searson. That all got very, very messy. And they also don't know about Tessez.
Tapson's playing for Ninja Defuse. Are you serious? He's hiding with his knife out with a kit in the back of Ruins.
Tapson. When the game has resorted to this as your winning strategy, the B-site Ninja Defuse, and things haven't gone swimmingly. But on the upside, right? Heroic, they think they've cleared the entire site. They even had a guy wrap through CT. So the idea that anyone would be here already is surely not something you're considering. Now, will NiKo check it? He doesn't. He hasn't checked it. Oh, boy. All right, this is like the most calculated ninja you have ever seen. Tapson, still waiting. And Heroic, they are hunting. They're leaving the site. They're leaving the site. They're leaving it. Tapson, no, don't do it to him. He's letting them get far enough away. He's going to get on this right at the last second.
Get the pliers out, boys.
They're still nearby. Oh, Stown wrapping back through the site. That could give it all up. The timing is everything for Tapson. Oh, he lets them go. He lets them go. He didn't get on the bomb. He didn't get on the bomb. It's too little, too late. Oh, no, and there they are.
Oh, my God, what a turn of events.
Oh, he was trying to wait till they get far enough away, but actually, with the way that Tech9 shot and didn't kill him, even though they had the info, like, there's a world that he gets on that earlier and he might even have won the round. I don't know what to make of it. I love it from Tapson. I love the
call, right?
Why did Heroic back
Look
up
at this.
B? Oh. This is a crazy game. Yeah, I think there was definitely some realization there by someone. But yeah, and also the call is made, because some call is made because Cadian immediately turns around and starts watching the B flank after that comes through. But I guess that's the only option that Big could have mustered in the round. What a weird one.
Oh, out into top mid. A very, very fast round from Heroic as they try and change the pace, and they immediately snatch this top mid control, rather. No one at B this time around. Stown does go back there a little bit later just to keep an eye on it. And there is a 4-man stack in this A site for Big. So truthfully, sending Stown back, probably the picture-perfect call to have made here. Is there about to be re-aggression? There is, and when you re-aggress into Cadian, you are asking for trouble. tabseN, now the man left to try and hold down the arch side. Cadian closing this distance, smokes it with the flick, not able to find it. And so tabseN, not only does he get that kill, but he clears top mid, and he says, guys, there's no one here. So at this point, the cogs should be turning, and Big should be gearing up for a B rotate. But right now, k1to is the only man here for the Big squad. He swings out wide, and NiKo deals with him. That site falls right away. And so tabseN, Tizian, and Xantares left in a 3-on-4 retake at B to decide their fate in this series.
Banana smoke coming in. That's going to cut off Tess's here at least, but that and a flash is all Big have, and no kit as well. Where's tabseN when you need him? Flash coming high. Big going fast, and they're all going to group together. Poor player dealt with. NiKo doubles up, and he might just close the series, but no, tabseN still some fight in him. Pistol out with the tap, and he's got time as well. No kit, needs to force the fight. Tessis spams back in. tabseN's baited in by the bullets. That's his final stand, and Heroic, they're going to do it in 2.